Well, hi again, trying this again. So bear with me. I think I've got it now. I had to change the orientation on my phone. So let me just see if I can find myself on my screen so I can see if anybody's talking to me. Okay. Are we all here? I think it's a little bit more of a delay than I can see there. So I'll say hi. It's Jayne from Living Skies Vintage, and I'm trying desperately to go live here. There, I can find myself. So if I can find myself, maybe you can too. And that is not how I want this to be orientated. Why will my phone not do this? Hold on, I'm going to change the orientation one more time and see if it makes a difference. I always want to go to my volume instead of my orientation. Let's fix that. Get rid of that. And do that. And flip. Doesn't want to do orientation while I'm on screen. So, okay. This is a big test, guys. I really, really want this screen to go the other way so that I'm not sideways. I shouldn't be sideways. And if I turn my phone the other way, you're not going to see much of anything. Let's see. If I do that, and I do that, will that be good enough? Possibly. Just get some of that out of the way. That's an ink thing. Okay, well, maybe that's just going to have to do for today. So hi everybody, and I'm happy happy to be here. And in case you didn't know, my name is Jayne, and I call myself Living Skies Vintage and Creative. I found myself with a little bit of time to color, so I thought I'd sit down and do a little bit of a live stream. So if you're out there, please say hi. I have moved my computer so that I can see and type badly into my laptop here, and then kind of see what's going on and who's there. The last time I was here, I'm back. The last time I was here, I was sideways, and I couldn't really see anything that anybody was saying to me because my laptop was up higher than my eyeballs, so I couldn't color and watch the screen at the same time. So glad to see that you're here, and yeah, if you've never been here before, my name is Jayne, and I do a lot of different things. I love to color. I love doing all sorts of different art stuff. I also love to collect vintage items. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, if you like to do any or all of those things, travel, pet videos, things that are going on in the neighborhood, please subscribe and come along with me, and you'll see thank you, View. I see you now. Hi, Lori. Thank you very much, View. I think I've got it solved for the moment, but I still don't like the way that my camera is orientating on my book. But in the meantime, you can at least see what I've got. This is fast becoming one of my favorite books. Hi, Dawn. Nice to see you. Nice to meet you. I believe it's called The Four Seasons by Green Ivy, and I've been having a lot of fun coloring it. I've got a number of pictures done. Started at the front and thought I would try something similar to what she did, but not exactly. And yeah, I've been having fun with it. Use some fine liners in there. And then this is all my Schpirerr Farben pencils. And I thought that I'd skip to, I did an autumn one. Here it is. So that's her picture in watercolors there. And then this is my picture in the pencils here. And I finished that just before I went off on my vacation. This one is, there's the cover. I think it's called the Four Seasons. Thank you, View, for that. It's beautiful paper to color on. And these Schpirerr Farben pencils are an oil-based pencil. And they're really lying down nicely in this and giving me lots of different layers. So yeah, go back to that one. So yeah, I really like the way the leaves turned out, and then the fine details, like her details in her scarf and in her jacket, is just done with some fine liners. So that one I really enjoyed. Did you? They're different. They're very different. But yeah, I haven't. I use a lot of my Prismacolors, and so I thought, well, this is so different. And if I want to use just pencils, these might be a good one to try. So this is the page that I'm working on currently. So I thought it would be a good one. Oh, they might be. I think I got these on Amazon a couple of years ago. I've had them for a while. I did a coloring pencil purchasing spree for a while, which is good now because I don't need them. I don't need to buy another package of Prismas. I think I bought one full set of Prismas, and then they went on sale again a little bit later, and then I bought another two. So I still have one full pack left of Prismacolors and a partial set of another, and then all the rest of them are in my everyday pencils that kind of sit up over my desk here. Got my coffee. There, that's better. So this is what I'm coloring in, and yeah, I just finished watching a friend of mine's video, and I started to laugh because I was thinking while I was on vacation something similar to what she was proposing that we all try, and that is using collage in our coloring books. That was a cat and paste video, and I'll show you what I did, which I have to do again. I have to do over again, and I'll show you why. But where's that picture? I think it's back here. There's some beautiful pictures in this book. This one with this quilt here, and she's got all these beautiful little watercolor paintings of flowers in that in each one, and I'm thinking, oh gosh darn, I'm not drawing all of those. So I got smart and thought, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a template of this and then cut them all out and hope and get, the colors on the other side, because these are some that's a gel print plate. That's a Nat Geo page. That's another gel print on a Nat Geo page, and a gel print. So I thought what I would do is number them all and cut them out and glue them down and do that. Well, guess what? I glued the wrong sides down, and I can figure that out because I know I started one in this corner, and that's got to be this one. So now if I cut this out, what actually fits in that square is this white side and not the blue side. Yeah, So we all have great ideas at times. And I'm just gonna take all those off. I still have these. But yeah, they were gonna make a nice 4, 5. They were gonna make, I thought they would make a nice little quilt across that page, and then I could color in the rest of it. Oh well. That's a redo. In the meantime, because I got frustrated with that, I started doing this page last night. So this is, and I need my phone to translate, and right now my phone is attached to you guys, so who's all here? Let me see. I've got Lori and View and let me see. Dawn. Well, hi, everybody. And thank you for coming. And like I said, I'm just going to do a little bit of coloring, and I hope you guys can color along and chat. Please, if you haven't already subscribed, please do, and give me a thumbs up. I'm trying to hit that magic 1,000 number. I'm at 928 right now. So I should really take all of these pencils out of their box because they are a bit of a pain, but if I keep them in color families, they're not too bad. Like I say, I keep all my other pencils up in the up on the shelf up there. Oh, there's that green one that belongs in there, and you had left a couple of them on my desk, as I am wont to do. We'll just move these. I think I want to put in some darker and some gray greens, some blues. These colors I didn't use too many of yet, so I want to add. And let's take that marine blue. It's a lots of really nice colors too. Like, it's a nice selection of colors. And they have really nice names. Like this one's called Blooming Bouquet, and then they've got one called I think the red one is called True Love. There we go. True Love. That's the color of true love, in case you didn't know. There you go. And French lavender, periwinkle flower, Tyrian purple. I think I'll take that one out. And then this dark violet. And just set these to the side for a second. But yeah, they're a nice selection of colors. And they really do lay down beautifully. Now, this one isn't too sharp, so I'm going to give it a little. Yeah. So I hope everybody's having a pretty good day. I can spell the name of them. SCHP. That's actually here we go. You can look them up while I sharpen this pencil. SCHPIRERR. That would be really hard to guess. I think, anyways, it would be hard to guess. Don't you? Space Farben. Farben. You like that? There we go. That's the one. That's the way. Schpirerr. Yep, that's it. So, but yeah, they're beautiful layering pencils, and this paper is so nice. And then because the artist or the way that they've done the line work is just, it's not like a lot of other coloring books where it's fairly thick and dark and black. It actually has different colors of line work in here. So you've got some red, there's a red line, and then there's a blue line. That's how it's been printed. Here again, there's a red, and then kind of an orangey yellow. So it's kind of interesting in the book itself too, how things are printed. So yeah, I get a little bit lost. So if I start drifting off and not talking, it's because it's the other side of my brain starting to work, shutting down the mouth and going into the art mode of creation. Do you find that sometimes? Why, View? Do you have to get all the watercolors? Okay. I didn't even notice actually that they had watercolors. I have enough myself. I like to do watercolors too. I like using watercolors even as a base. You're very welcome, View. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. A little one of this. I'm not even pressing very hard, and like they lay down a nice layer of color on this paper, which you can then just, deepen as you see fit. I like doing little combos of colors to kind of keep it moving, your eye moving through the picture. I don't know. I think that I like teasing View. She takes the teasing well in whether she's in person on the talking side or whether she's on the typing side as she is now. I'm not exactly sure why Lori is laughing. I like laughing too. You know, if you if you can't laugh, then you're gonna cry. So I'd rather laugh all day long. Because sometimes you just have to make light of everything. Ooh, that one turned out really sharp. Whew. I think I'm just gonna get this in here. I'm jingle jangling a little bit. I have my bracelets on today. And this is, what did I put? This is the violet. I don't do a lot of planning when I do my books, my coloring pages. I kind of go by feel as to what do I want there now. More like that attitude. And then these things all change. So yeah, I decided to come on live because I'm home. I have things done that I need done. The house is quiet, which all of that makes it for an excellent time to come on and see. That's true. Just to get through some days, View, that's the way it is. We all have lots to get through. Or have had lots to get through. Well, that's a nice green. Casino green. Yeah. Looks like the gambling table green. I shouldn't use my hands because I know I'll get little bits of pencil colors across the page, but it's better than spitting on it, which I have done. I should actually just use my cloth because I do have a cloth. And what I wanted to do is that this is the one I really wanted. I have a piece of paper just off to the side that I double check if those were the colors. I really wanted more like a denim blue, which I think I've got. Because I want to make her skirt more like a denim blue. And then a sweater underneath. No. Royal. I think I'm going to take this, and then I've got a gray, blue, or bluey gray. Yeah. No. Here we go. I'll try these. We'll try with the deep blue first. Yes, that's the one. That's the one. Just not too dark. I'm not a good one for talking all the time while I color. I tend to get lost in my thoughts as to what I'm doing next. I like my kitties so far. I had a couple of them in here. So you got the orange kitty, Siamese. This is her cat. He's there a lot of the time. So he's a black cat. And then this Calico up here are all the rest of these cats are friends of, I guess. The one thing that's nice with the Schpirerr Farben is you can get this really soft lay down like I'm doing now. Then when you want to you can just, sharpen them up and look, I get nice little hairs, the fur on the kitty and hairs on her head. So I'll just get this down. And I'll worry about where the crinkles are. I'm not pressing hard either. here. So I hope everybody's having a good day. I was at work earlier when I was watching you view, kind of watching you and getting some stuff done at the same time. Every once in a while I had to make a few comments, so I hope that whatever you're doing, that you're either sitting there enjoying doing some coloring yourself or getting some things done that you need to get done. And just having me on in the background for that background chatter. I know I do that a lot, especially when there's people that I enjoy their voices. Or they just, sometimes it's just some people, they just seem comforting. I don't know what it is. I like how this is going down. Well, thank you, View. Now, is Coloring with Lori not coming on Friday nights? Or is it because of the time change? Yeah, there's some I love their art, but they talk and I can't listen to it for too long. So mind you, a good British accent always helps. Or there we go. That's getting there. And then other people, it's just fun to interact with all the time, or you know that there's such a good group of people that come into their shows that it's just fun to be there. There. Come on, give this a little bit. Darken this up here underneath the sweater a bit. She helps with some of her line work, but you gotta accentuate it just a bit. I find I hold my breath. I don't know. Oh, that's too bad, Lori. I hope that means you're recovering from surgery and that you're getting better then. So maybe let me know when you're back, and then I'll certainly have to catch up with you too. Okay, View. Just remember, you don't have to. You don't have to. But they're not bad. Like, if you want to try an oil pencil set, not have to spend as much as maybe the luminance or that. Oh, View, you have to. I didn't think they were ugly. They're not ugly. They're kind of nice with the gold barrels. They do. They're nice. They're light. They're very light in your hand. And like, look at, I'm just holding it. I'm not gripping it. I find sometimes with Prismacolors, because I want to press so hard sometimes, is that I'm doing this and I'm choking up on that pencil and I'm pressing hard. It hurts my fingers. But I can hold them back here and just lay the tip down and get some effects here. Just trying to get some, maybe just a little bit of folds that are closed going up. Subtle. Then I can put more blue on it over top of it. They do feel really nice. But I don't look at the pencil when I'm coloring either. I look I look at the page. So there. Okay, where's that dark blue again? I went thrift shopping the other day. No, this is the violet. Okay, that's fine. That'll give me some difference in the color too. I went thrift shopping the other day, and I picked up a couple of things. I do like going thrift shopping and vintage shopping. Oh, and guess what I got for? Here's what I got for $1, and you guys will appreciate it. Where did I put it? There it is. Check this out. 18 double-ended permanent pens. They're alcohol pens with a fine and ultra fine tip. I do not have any ultra fine tips in alcohol inks. I picked this up at the thrift store for $1. $1. Yep. Staedtler. Can't complain. That's why I cruise thrift stores. Anyways, the thing that's been jingling that you hear every once in a while is something that I hung on my light just so I wouldn't break it. It's a little snow baby bell, Christmas bell. So pretty cute, eh? I'm gonna go put that in my Etsy store. See what happens with that. And I do have an Etsy store. I sell vintage items usually there. Yeah, can't beat $1 on Staedtler, on any kind of alcohol pens, but Staedtler too. Like, it's great. So yeah, I tested most of them out. It's like they've hardly been used. So all the better for me. Anyways, back to coloring. Well, I do have a cat, but that's not him making that bell ring. He's probably out prowling around at the moment. And when he does come in, he's more than likely to lie right across my desk. just to get attention. Deep blue. This was. There you go. Almost couldn't find it. Oh, I want a little sharper than that. Yes, we do. I love a bargain. I love a bargain. So yeah, other things I've gotten at the thrift store, I found coloring books, name brand coloring books. I picked up a couple of Joanna Basford ones the other day. I think it was like $4 a piece. And I think one barely had something in it, and the other one had nothing in it. And then lots of times I'll pick up just pads of paper, like watercolor paper and drawing paper and sketching paper, all of that stuff. I have the Value Village. I got a couple of those that I can go to, and then I've got the Salvation Army thrift, and I have Mennonite Central Committee thrift. Trying to think of what else. There's one more. Family thrift, I think. But yeah, it's always a good place to check out for just paper and envelopes. It's amazing what people will send to the thrift shops. You know, if you like doing views review on the Schpirerr Farben. Say that quick 5 times. So, yeah, I like checking out the thrift stores for all sorts of things. Like I said, got pads of paper. I've gotten books to just, pick up, and either coloring books or just books that I can cut up and use for collage. Yeah, it's a great resource. I've picked up mailing envelopes for my thrift Etsy sales. All just little things like that can certainly make a difference in how much money I spend. So there you go. And coloring keeps your hands busy. Maybe your mind off things that you don't necessarily need to dwell on for a while. You find that? I find that. I got a lot of green in there right now. Let's use this deep purple. Come in behind him a little bit. Set that book off. I don't think on the bottom. I'm going to spread this around a little bit. I'll do this here. I can always darken it up. Always darken them up. That's the other thing with these. They don't blend like Prismas. They layer. So they look like cellophane paper. The different colors of cellophane paper. And when you layer that, you'll get a different color. But that's what it feels like not so much a blending of the two colors together, but one laying right on top of the other to create something else. Like this one here, I think is this book here, I think was a blue and a red to create that purple, but it's working well together. There we go. I just darken that up a little bit. And that's what I find as I do is keep coloring things is I will make things darker because the big thing I find is contrast difference. Need enough lights and enough darks. And that's what I try and work on, and in here just getting some layers down. Wow, Lori, your mom had a lot of coloring books. I know someone that has almost that amount. Almost that amount. Maybe that amount, actually. She's got. Yeah, perhaps. Perhaps. But it's nice to have a selection, but then do you ever get to the ones that you really want to get to if you have too many, you know? All those regrets that we have about not getting to those books. Just want to deepen up this blue again now. Wow, 117 books completed. Wow, still, that's a lot. That's a lot for someone to do. I can't say that I've completed a coloring book yet, but that was the reason why I started the last few of my coloring books, making myself do it in order of page, because I found what I would do is I would color all my favorite pictures, but I would never color the other pictures. And then in the end, if you're just left with the other pictures, you never finish the book. So I said, now you're going to start doing some of them in order. And if you don't like it, too bad. Figure out what to do with it and make something out of it. So there you go. Now this book, I think I love all the pictures, but I did want to do something that was getting out of the spring and getting into autumn. So that's why I've moved over here and attempt to maybe do a little more of this in order. You see how that blue just kind of layered over. I don't know if you can see that in the. Maybe you can on screen. It's hard to see for here, especially if you have a small one. It's just a little bit of a wave there I have in her dress, in her underpinning. Colored in a row, 15 books at a time, colored in a row in the book, and would rotate book every 15 minutes she colored. Whoa. Well, she obviously didn't lose interest in whatever she was working on. I like to color with something on in the background. Sometimes music, sometimes people, especially if they're colorists. They're great to have in the background and just listen to, and then you can pop your head up every once in a while if they're talking about a technique or showing something you're particularly interested. I like seeing people with the same books that I have. I want to see what they think. Neither one of you have this? Cool view. No. I haven't finished one yet. Nope. But I've got 10, 20, 30, 40, maybe 50. Some in varying sizes. Some in degree of difficulty, that's for sure. I might get a comfy, cozy one done first. But those are a little bit easier to handle. I like alcohol markers. They are a bit of a pain being only able to use on one side pages. That's for sure. But one of the things I like alcohol markers for is when I'm doing some collages, because I like to outline some of the papers, and then if I go over it with more gel matte medium, the pens start to run otherwise. So I'm glad I've got some very fine point ones now. That'll help. Well, that'll give me more choices. So what are you trying to focus on, Lori? Oh, or is it just you're tired maybe? Especially if you've been having had some surgery, you may be tired. Don't stay up on my account. And I think just a little more here for now. Ah. Oh. That sounds like a lot of fun. My desk is squeaking, not me. It's my desk. I tell you, it's my desk. Now I'm going to do the sleeves of her underskirt here, because it is sleeves she's got. So I'm thinking it's a little cotton pinafore. She's got a little sweater over top of it. So it's a blue cotton pinafore. "10 pages, wow. I haven't counted how many pages I have done. But then I was away there for a couple of weeks, so I kind of slowed down, that's for sure. These kind of pages take me way longer. Way longer. That little bit of darkness in there. Here a little more. Up here a little more. It's getting into that time of year where, you know, you stay inside and you do more, but also it's that time of year where it's going to get a lot busier by way of company and that type of thing. You know how it is with the festive season. Everybody's got things to do, people to see, places to go. My chat disconnected. What happened here? What's going on? What's going on? There we go. That's better. Am I back? Am I back? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Thanks, Lori. I was getting some kind of strange messages from my computer here, so when I looked over, that's better. That's better. Oh, I think I want to do. Let's do one of these up here. This is a real light purple. Might turn into a wine color by the time I'm done, depending how dark it gets. But yeah, lots of layers, but they sure do lay down nicely in this book. So I'm in Canada. I live in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, Canada, and that is like the really tall, skinny province right in the middle of the prairies. So where does everybody else hail from? You, I think you're in the States. I don't know exactly where, but I think you're in the States. Lori, I'm not sure. I don't know who else is here. Oh, okay. Thank you, Lori. I have a couple of Creative Haven books. I haven't colored in them for a long time. I think I have a Creative Haven Dragons book that's been outstandingly not colored in for quite a while. Do not use. The one where they did the dragons of the world, kind of. It's a couple of years ago. That's my cat. I can hear him. He's calling me. Thinks I'm going to run downstairs and give him something to eat. He has us well trained. He does. Hey. I hear you. Come on up here. Come here. Come and see me. Come on. Where are you? Are you coming? All right. Guess he isn't. Guess he's going to stay down there and sulk. That's fine. That's just fine. Now, yes, that's the color I want. I want to do these like a light reddish brown. Oh, he grew up in Detroit. Okay. I was born in Tirana, so I know what it's like down there. Haven't lived there for quite a long time, but I still have family down east. I hope you guys are all staying okay and safe down there. We get some very mixed messages. That's for sure. Up here. But just stay safe. That's the important part. I think I want this one in that dark ruby color. This color reminds me of like law book color, or really old ledger book color. That kind of ruby wine leather they used to cover everything in. I think I need some down here too. Balance it out a little bit. We'll go for a little one over here. There. Go. There's another nice reddy brown. That'll work for me. On this one, didn't want it to be exactly the same. This one's called ginger brown. The other one was called ruby brown. Both browns. Not. You'd think that other one would have been called a red. It's even redder than mahogany, though. Got lots and lots of layers to go yet on all these books, that's for sure. Oh my goodness. Do I want a green? No. I need this violet. And I want to darken up this edge. Yes, I am using purple on green, because it makes for a good contrast. It will give this book shadow and depth. There we go. And as I keep working along, it just barely has a line of purple on the side of it, but makes a difference. I think it does. Going to put some of this ruby brown on top of, or ginger brown on top of this ruby brown right here, because I want this side of the book to be a little lighter, and I think if I do that, it'll show, especially once I put the ruby on the other side, it'll show as a brighter side of the book. So yeah, I'm going to get back to collaging that quilt page and see if I can get out of that. I'll have to show you when I've got that figured out. I thought I was being so clever, marking it all and gluing it down, and I had figured it all out. But no, I did not. I did not. There is coming in for that extra layer much better. I don't know if you can see the difference on screen. I can see the difference on paper, where I've put that ginger brown and then put the ruby over top of it. It's coming across a little more orange. Focus on this. So it's up here that I was looking at, and I think you can see the difference a little bit, and you'll maybe see a little more once I darken the other side too. But I'm putting the ruby right across it again. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a green and actually give it a little bit of a shade. And I'll use this casino green that I've already had out. Put that along that side right there on the bottom edge, just to show that there's a little bit of a demarcation there. I'm not done with this yet, that's for sure. I'm going to take a little bit of an orangey yellow in there along the bands. Where have we got? It's this one, autumn orange. That looks like it would work. Bring that up with a little more yellowy brown and put some red in those books again. This is what I want. Honey brown. Here we go. There. The orange just gives it a little bit of life behind that. 2-day delivery, your last $50 of free spending. Oh no. They are nice to hold. I really do like holding them. Nice to have and to hold. There we go. Okay, then I'm going to go back with the ruby brown and go over the book part again, or the leather part. There we go. That's the word I was looking for that my brain wasn't finding. You guys ever experience that? I hadn't asked the doctor about it one time. She kind of looked at me and she said, well, you know, you got 3 kids. I said, yeah. She says, you work every day? I said, yeah. Have a husband? Yeah. And you wonder why you forget things. You have a big, huge laundry list of things that you have in your head. Of course you forget things. Don't worry about it. View review, yeah. I'm a subby of you, View, and I will hype you more next time you come live. I will put you out there. I promise. To see my ugly face, you usually have to go to my thrifting videos or to my vacation videos. But you can see that on there every once in a while. You don't have to look at it every time. But I don't think it hurts to see people. We all think that. We all think the same. A view review of ugly pencils. Is that what you're going to call it? Oh, you're silly. You're a silly lady, that's for sure. Where am I now? Okay, oh yeah, I got that honey brown out. I actually want to do that right here. I'm gonna have to add a little yellow to it because it's just fading into that wood there. And I don't like that. I want my books to stand out. So we'll give them a little yellow. And they'll stand out a little more on the shelf. Ugh. I feel like I'm all clogged up. Must be catching a cold. I feel like I'm starting to sniffle. Oh, that's better. I doubt that. First review from the she shed. Yes! Is it all ready then? Is the she shed ready? Because I saw it. I saw it when you just had it up. Oh. When do you think you're going to have it finished? Because that's cool. I have a room in my house which used to be a bedroom of one of the children. It just helps if I put things in there and then they don't come back. Well, that's all you need, and maybe a heater. Hey. I think what color is that? Let's try this. That's not that color. Ah. So springtime. And we're going to have to wait till spring for you to do a review on these pencils? It's not the pencils that are taking that long. Do this one. Okay, talking about how ugly they are. Alrighty, view. Maybe I'll come in and make comments about it. You're gonna do it live? Gonna review them live? There's a lot of shading I gotta do in this. That's for sure. That is for sure. After I decide what all colors these books are going to be. I could have painted them all one color, I guess, but that's not me. Making a picture not colorful is not me. I love lots of color. And even when I'm in a completely green place, you still see lots of color. Always lots of color. I want, here, let's take this caramel color. Do that here. Oh, I'll do it again over that. Yep, that's that cat right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 cats. I like this one. The Siamese. He looks very white in the picture there, but he's kind of a nice different shades of cream at the moment. His face. I haven't colored his ears yet. Where was I? Ah, yes. I only have 1 in the house, but this is 5 in the library. Yellow here. More. I think I need something up here. Let's try this one. Especially when I'm coloring things like this, I'm all over the place. And it helps when I have a big box of colors to choose from, eh? I don't suppose anybody that's watching has this book, eh? I think it's Korean, and I think it's by Green Ivy, and I think it's called Four Seasons, if I remember correctly. But that's the cover. It's pretty distinctive cover. Like the colors for the bindings. Yeah, that's why I chose this one. I just went, I'm going to town and having fun. So it all comes together. Because books, you have no control over what color those are. And you certainly don't have any control as to how the librarian puts them back. So there you go. Ah, Sienna. I want a little deeper. We're almost finished it off. That one. And we'll do this one like so. Thank you, View. It is a really nice book, and and you do have like the suggestion on the other side if you care to copy it at all. But hey, do what you want. See, some of it I've kind of done similar. I still have the same black cat, and I've colored these the same cats. But I did it my way. This guy has no color yet, though. He's white. He's just going to wait until the end. That's all. What's going on here? I keep losing my computer screen. I think I'm still streaming. It should be. My phone's still doing good, and yeah, it's still got a fair amount of battery life, so not gone yet. What time is it? It's almost 4:30 here. I'm gonna have to go and start supper soon. Start making it anyways. But I've been here. Oh, I've been on for an hour and a bit, so I could probably go, 74 minutes, so I could probably go another, I'll go to 5 o'clock. And then I can go and get that supper popped in. So that's another half an hour. Thank you, everybody, for coming and spending some time with me. Everybody makes it look so easy when they go online, don't you think? Makes it so easy, makes it look like it's so easy to be up here and yak forever and ever and ever. Like someone we know that does it like a couple of times a week, 3 hours at a time. It's like, no, I can't do it. Just have to sharpen this pencil here. Hold on. Now, View, you're pretty good at just keeping the conversation going. I've noticed that. I'm not quite that good. As I say, I keep drifting off. Drifting off as I'm coloring and deciding what I'm doing next with what's going on here. Well, that needs definitely to be deeper, darker. This ruby brown actually would do well there. Right, ruby brown on that green binding. Looks good behind her arm there. I'll just bring that green back again. And reinforce the green. Yeah, I got that. I got that view. I can do the uploads. I do that when I'm thrifting. I usually will take a lot of different shots as I'm out and about shopping, and then put them all together. I have done that with my coloring too at times. Want that? I think I want this for a second. As I finish these books, they'll all get like deeper and darker and more intense, like that. What story? Yeah, stories. I don't have a lot of stories about video stuff or things like that. I can tell you a lot of sad stories, but that's not necessarily good. You don't come on here to watch people tell sad stories, that's for sure. I know I didn't. I do the same thing, View. Maybe that's why I like you so much. You know, like I did some National Geographic. You know how they can take the what did they use? I used Gugon. Oh, Resolve. No, not Resolve. Anyways, I used something else that I can get only here in Canada, and tried it. And then I did and I've also dyed papers. So I've taken avocado skins and pits and boiled them to make dye, to make purple dye. And I've taken beets and boiled them out, and cabbage and boiled them out. And I did a whole bunch of paper dyeing this summer. So I've got a stash of dyed papers and things. And I have a little stash of dye still in my refrigerator. So if I get bored during the winter, I can maybe pull out some papers and dye them inside. That might be fun, hey? What else? So I've dyed papers. I did the National Geographic dissolve the papers trick. I do all sorts of different things sometimes with like for my cleaning jewelry with the aluminum foil, baking soda, and hot water. Clean your silver jewelry pretty darn quick. What else have I done? I used to work for the city of Saskatoon, so if I've taken shots of the guys outside doing work on the streets and their big machines. That always fascinates people, that's for sure. Watching that stuff work. I think I'm gonna do another. That's marine blue. There's the deep blue. Just bring that in a little more here. And behind her little sweater. Working from her out, because she will be probably the lightest and brightest spot, and then around her it'll get deeper and darker, and it doesn't take much. Like this is 1, 2, 3, 4, fourth layer now. You can see the colors building up quite a bit. Press a little harder. Yeah, you can see it. Yeah, you can see my camera. Oh, something was going on there. Okay, looks like I'm back. Yes. Yeah, it's fun to just experiment with, see something done, experiment, see what happens. That's the same thing with coloring, experiment, see what happens. It's only a coloring book. And there's always more of them. That's for sure. Should I sing? That's probably not a good idea. Though I do know lots of songs. Song lyrics, yep. There, that's getting there. That's getting there. Oh dear. What's going on here now? When I look back at my computer, what's going on? That's better. Do, 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 do. Look at me. I'm as happy as a bluebird in a tree. No, you don't want to listen to me. Nope. Oh, I guess that new the new Wicked comes on premieres tonight. Love the sets of that. The movie sets, gorgeous. And then I see that Ariana Grande is like the Swarovski rep. And you know I'm interested in that stuff, in jewelry. I want to bit darker. Here. Sorry, I've gone silent again. Yes, it does. I like the Erie books too. I don't have any of those, but I've seen them and I think it is very nice. I like the style. Gives you lots of leeway, and I always love a book with some good paper. That's for sure. I think, once if you're coloring in a Japanese or Korean book, I think you can see that they've got quite a different style than some of the other artists that we get here. Do. Yep, definitely. I have the Daria song book. I have, let me see, which one is it? The Magical, where is it? The Night Voyage, I think it's called. Yes. This one? This is a lovely book too. I've enjoyed this one. I've got a lot, but the paper is great, but the binding sucks. I've got 2 pages that have come, 1 page that has come away from the inside, but I'm working on it. I'm getting there. This is one of those ones I've been doing from front to back. If you want to do a buddy color in this sometime. You should let me know, color view. I would love to do that. I think that would be fun. I used, and in that one I've used mostly Derwent Inktense and some Neo colors. Yes. Yes, a buddy work in progress, that's for sure. Anyways, where was I? Ah, yes, right here. But I think that would be fun. Okay. I will. I will. Maybe I'll pick a different one than the one that I've started. How's that? And then we can both do it at the same time. But yeah, I use a lot of, I know you like Inktense. And yeah, and the Neo colors too. I've used in that with my Prismas. I think I've used some acrylic paint in there. Little watercolor markers. So yeah, I th- I think there is one before this one. I think this is the second one that she did. But yeah, that would be fun. And we could even do it as a color along too. On both our channels that would work. I think I'm gonna give her some darker socks. Yeah. I don't know if these are socks or boots. They kind of look like boots to me. Because her socks, the boots are away from her leg, and she has, those are socks. Come here, my cat. I don't know if you can hear him or not. I don't have an Ollie's in Canada. At least nowhere near here. I have an Indigo Books, which I got that Christmas, the Christmas comfy cozy coloring book in. I think I put that up there. Got that, picked that one up for, I think it was $7. Are you climbing a ladder to get to the top of the stack view or what? That's the black. That's not sharp enough. I like my pencils sharp. And these come to a nice point because of the fact that they're oil based. The time journey. Yes. This is a Staedtler pencil sharpener. It has two different sizes in it. That's the one I currently have. I'm not sure if this is the best one, but other than that, I do have an electric sharpener, but it's not hooked up right now. Okay, you come back when you're done, View. Let's take that ruby again. Darken that right up. I want this to be the main color of our boot. This ruby red. Ruby brown is what it's called. It's a nice color. Not too bright. And like, who wants to wear black rubber boots? My husband would. Bless his soul, dear departed soul. That man, he wore blue or gray or black. That was it. Any other color? Do you like it, Lori? I've had it for some time. It comes in handy, especially with some of the Derwent pencils, I find. It's got a nice... It was good to travel with, let's put it that way. And yeah, it's the fact that it has the two sizes comes in handy, because especially if I find if the pencils are breaking in your small one, move over to the big one, and then you'll get a shallower tip, more like this, instead of this. This one doesn't break the lead quite as fast, but I do prefer this to work with. So, there's the dilemma. Oh yeah, the Time Garden. That's right. That's what it's called. I've seen it. I don't have it. Oh, I don't want that one. Let me see. This a little darker here. Meow. Come and see me. Meow, come here. You're just being a pain in the butt. So you like the to-go? Oh, you found it. Oh, great view. You haven't colored in it yet. It's a great book. Yes, you do, view. So Lori, so it works good. Not your you think the Tagal is your favorite, Lori? Okay, I need to try. I'll have to try one of those. I think I can probably get one pretty fast, actually. I think Michael's has them on hand. So I'll try that, see how it works. I want to kind of get away from the electric sharpener because that'll eat your pencils up really fast. But I tell you, if you're being frustrated with a handheld sharpener, the electric does help. Anyways, it is 5 to 5. I need to get some supper started here. So thank you, everybody, for coming and visiting me. It was a lot of fun to just sit here, color, and chat with you all. I'd like to remind you that my name is Jayne, and the channel name is Jayne Literick Living Skies Vintage and Creative. I love to do all sorts of different things. I love to color, I love to thrift, and take little shots of my life. I do have an Etsy store. It's called Living Skies Vintage SK, and what else can I tell you except be good to others. Make them be good to you because you deserve it. And I hope you all have a great evening, and we'll see you again soon. View, I'll get in contact with you, and we'll get a buddy colored going, okay? Thanks, you guys. Lori, I'm going to check you out, and we'll see you again soon. Bye now. Now, how do I turn this off? That's the new thing, eh? Yes.